So you're probably here for one of three reasons. Reason one, you're never happy with your hoodie. You don't know why, but you want to know what the problem is. Reason two, you're insulted by the video title, but just before you get mad at me, I haven't seen you in your hoodie, so this isn't a direct attack on you. Or reason three, you accidentally clicked on this video and you have no idea what you're doing here. But whatever your reason is for being here, I hope you enjoy this video and I hope you learn something new. But basically what I'm going to be talking about in this video is what to look out for when buying a hoodie so you can get the perfect hoodie for you every single time. Oh, and also we'll be designing a perfect hoodie template together later on in the video, but it'll all make sense when we get to that part. If you like this video at any point, please feel free to drop it a like. And now that's all out the way, let's get into the video. So hoodies come in all different shapes and sizes, and we will be talking about that in just a bit, but we need to talk about the small details first. So one of the first things I look out for with a hoodie is, does it have a kangaroo pouch or not? A hoodie without one might look a lot cleaner, but it also might look a bit bare and incomplete. Whereas a hoodie with a kangaroo pouch might look more interesting, but it might make the hoodie more bulky and it might make it stick out more. Personally, I think hoodies look a little bit incomplete without a pouch, and the hoodies that I go for, I think they work better with a pouch. I also like to keep my hands in the pouch from time to time to give my arms a bit of a rest, or to keep a delicious snack in. But there's no right or wrong here, it all comes down to personal preference. But if this is something you haven't been paying attention to before, then this might be the reason you're not happy with your current hoodies. Maybe you prefer the look of no pouch and your current hoodies all have a pouch, or the other way around. And when it comes to drawstrings, do you prefer your hoodie with them or without them? Again, a really small detail, but they make a massive difference in the look a hoodie gives off, especially when they look like this. But yeah, if I'm going for a hoodie with drawstrings, then I normally go for the rounded rope kind rather than the flat wide ones. I just think they look a lot nicer and a lot more sleek, so that's what I look out for. And another thing with drawstrings is, do you want them to stand out more or blend in more with the hoodie? Having a contrasting drawstring like this one from Acne, for example, can make an otherwise really simple hoodie look a bit more interesting. But maybe you hate that look and you want a drawstring that blends in with the rest of your hoodie. Of course, you can always remove a drawstring and put another one in, so this isn't a deal breaker, but these are all things that change the look of your hoodies, so you need to pay attention to them. And some of you might prefer your hoodies with no drawstrings at all for a cleaner look, and this is something that I really like a lot. You also don't have to worry about your drawstrings flapping around all over the place or hitting you in the face, which is nice. Not nice to be hit in the face, but nice not being hit in the face, just so I was clear with that one. And just before we move on to the next section, I just want to talk about these little metal holes. I think they're called grommets, but whatever they're called, I love them. They just add some character in a really subtle way, and I think they add a nice finishing touch to your hoodie. And when it comes to colour, you can never go wrong with a black hoodie or a grey hoodie. They work well with everything, and you can always rely on them. But if you're a more colourful person and you like more colourful hoodies, then by all means go for a colourful hoodie. But what I will say is, the more loud your hoodie is or the more colourful it is, the less versatile it might be for you. The next thing you need to pay attention to is the materials that make up your hoodie. The most common types of hoodie are a poly cotton blend or 100% cotton. Poly cotton blends can be soft and really comfortable, but they are prone to pilling, and I hate pilling. If you are going to go for a poly cotton blend, then I go for one with a higher cotton percentage, like 80% or 90% cotton, because you're less likely to get pilling this way. Personally, I always go for a hoodie that's 100% cotton. I think it looks and feels more premium, and I prefer the way it feels on me. And when it comes to weight, do you want a lightweight hoodie or a heavyweight hoodie? Factors like the weather you're wearing your hoodie in, whether you're going to layer with your hoodie or not, or whether you like the look of a heavyweight hoodie over a lightweight hoodie, are all going to play a role here. Now, I'll be showing you my hoodies in just a second, and I do own lighter weight hoodies and heavyweight hoodies, so you can see the difference of both, but generally I do prefer a heavyweight hoodie. Not only do they keep you warmer, but they also keep their shape better. Heavyweight hoodies are more likely to have a hood that stays in place too, which is really important to me. I hate a floppy hood. Anyway, when it comes to weight, I normally look for a hoodie between 400 and 500 GSM. Anything below, say, 380 GSM, I find they get a bit floppy and they don't hold their shape well when you're wearing them. Again, this is all going to be down to personal preference, and I know plenty of people out there who love a lightweight hoodie, but this is something that makes a huge difference, so you need to pay attention to it. But I think the best thing to do now is show you some of my hoodies and talk about what I like about each one and what I don't like about each one. I'm also going to be writing down what I like about each hoodie to create an outline of what my perfect hoodie might look like. And you can do this with hoodies that you already own, or you can go into a store, try a load on, and do it like that. It's entirely up to you. Okay, so first up, we've got my most affordable hoodie from Fruit of the Loom, and this is in a size large, and it cost me about 12 to 14 pounds. So what do I like about it? I quite like the length of the hoodie, and I also like the metal eyelets where the drawstrings are. This did originally come with drawstrings, but I thought they looked cheap, so I took them out. It also has a kangaroo pouch, which I like, and a slightly boxier fit. And that's about all I like about it. So what don't I like? So this hoodie is made from an 80/20 cotton poly blend, and it feels cheap. It's thin, even though it's listed as a heavyweight hoodie, and because it's a cotton poly blend, it has pilled. The stitching is poor, the hood is too small, and even though the hood does an okay job at staying up, I don't think it looks good. I wouldn't wear this hoodie outside the house, and to be honest with you, I wouldn't wear it inside the house either. When I'm wearing a hoodie inside, I want it to be cozy, comfy, and warm, and this hoodie is none of those things. So from this hoodie, I could take its length measurement as the only thing I really liked, and I could write that down and use it to look for similar length hoodies going forward. So next up, we've got an oversized hoodie in a size medium from Colourful Standard. This one is more expensive, coming in at £70, but I feel the quality reflects that. So what do I like about this hoodie? So the quality does feel really nice, and it's made from 100% cotton. It's ridiculously comfortable, it's got a nice fluffy inner and a kangaroo pouch, and that's about it. So what don't I like about this hoodie? So this is an oversized hoodie, but rather than feeling like it was designed to be oversized, it just feels like I sized up twice in a regular fit hoodie. Oversized fits, of course they're going to be bigger, but they still should have the correct proportions for your size, if that makes sense. But basically, I want my hoodie to look like I'm wearing an oversized medium, rather than looking like I'm wearing a size XL. The weight, even though it's 350 GSM, is too light for me, and the hoodie has no structure because of this. The hood is floppy, not good, and way too big, and I just think the hoodie looks really unflattering on me. So what can I take away from this hoodie? Well, I definitely like the feel of 100% cotton, and the extra cost does feel worth it in terms of quality, so I'll add 100% cotton to my perfect hoodie template. And maybe I could measure the length of this one to give me an idea of what's too long, so I don't buy anything similar in future. But let's move on. So moving up in both quality and price, we have this hoodie in a size medium from Arsket, which retails for £100. So what do I like about this hoodie? So the quality on this hoodie, there's no doubt about it, it's great. I really like the drawstrings on it, the metal tips are a really nice touch as well, and it has the metal eyelets for the drawstrings, which I like. But what don't I like about it? This hoodie is a 390 GSM hoodie, but it feels a lot lighter than that. This just reinforces it for me that I do like hoodies that are moving more towards the 500 GSM mark. And because this one feels lightweight, the hood is floppy. It's actually really floppy on this one, but the fit of the hood is okay. But the fit of this hoodie is so standard and so basic, it does absolutely nothing for me. The length is okay, but it's too slim fitting, and because it's slim, I just don't like the shape of it. And this is not a fault of the hoodie, it's actually more of a compliment to it, to be honest. Arsket are a brand that design clothing that's supposed to have a standard and traditional fit, and they've really nailed that here. It's just not a fit that I personally look for with my hoodies, but some of you might love that. It also doesn't have a kangaroo pouch or any pockets at the front, which makes the hoodie look a little bit incomplete to me. Generally, when I'm looking for a hoodie, I do prefer a fleece inner. I find it makes the hoodie a little bit more puffy and gives it a bit more shape. So this kind of finish makes the hoodies sit a little bit flatter, which I don't always like. So next up, we've got a hoodie from Picante, which I picked up in a size medium, and it cost £130. So what do I like about this hoodie? So this is a 480 GSM 100% cotton hoodie, and this is more like it. This feels like a proper heavyweight hoodie, and it holds its shape really well. The hood stays in place, which is an absolute dream, and I love the crops and boxy fit on it. It also has a kangaroo pouch on the front, which wins extra brownie points from me, and it has a fleece inner, which I like. The size of the hood is solid, and it feels like a decent quality hoodie. And what don't I like about this hoodie? Now, there isn't actually much I don't like about this hoodie. It does feel a little bit stiffer because of its weight, but that doesn't really bother me. It doesn't have metal eyelets where the drawstring should be, only slits, so I would have preferred some metal holes here myself, but it just comes down to personal preference. This hoodie didn't come with drawstrings for a cleaner fit finish, and I think it works well with this one. So with this hoodie, I can measure the length and the width because they're pretty much spot on for me. I also like the sleeve length, so I could measure that and take note of that. And I also really like the weight. So 480 GSM seems to be around the weight I like. So this hoodie is almost perfect for me, so it acts as a great template for when I buy any hoodies in future. Next up, we've got the most expensive hoodie on the list, coming in at £350, and it's this one from Ami Paris in a size medium. So what do I like about this hoodie? So the quality on this feels luxurious, and it's definitely the best quality of the bunch. You can really see the quality in the build of the hoodie, so even though it's expensive, it does feel and look it too. Now this is the heaviest hoodie of the lot, and maybe even slightly too heavy for me. I love the metal eyelets on the drawstring holes, it's got a kangaroo pouch, and the fit is good. But what don't I like about this hoodie? So the hood on this hoodie is too big for my liking, and the neck opening is just a little bit too wide. I prefer a tighter neck on my hoodies, but you might be different. On the drawstrings, I really like the metal details on them, but they are the flatter kind that I don't usually like as much. Overall, I do think this hoodie looks good, and it does look premium, and the small details on it are really nice, but it's not quite perfect for me. So after all this, I've now got a really good idea of what my perfect hoodie would look like. So when buying future hoodies, obviously I don't need the measurements to be exact, but if I can get close to this, then I know I'll probably really like the hoodie. So take the measurements of a hoodie you like the fit of, note down the weight of a hoodie you like the feel of, and any other details that you feel are important to you. Once you've got all of that information down, you know what the perfect hoodie looks like to you. Now it's just a case of going out there and finding it. I'll be leaving links to all of the hoodies from this video in the description box, and I'll also leave some other favorites down there as well. But I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please do leave the video a like, don't forget to hit subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. See you later.